In previous videos, we have seen how to create Azure Blob Storage and Azure Data Factory. In today's video, we'll see how to create SQL database. To start with that, you can directly click on this SQL database, or you can go to resource, or you can directly click it here, SQL database, or you can search it here as well. So I'm going to click here, SQL database. Okay, and again, we need to put the subscription name here. So that is the free trial. So resource group is like SSDR. You can keep, you can create any new resource group. For us, we are going to create SKP Smart Learning here, and database name. So we are going to create SKP database. Okay, server. So we have two server here already. Okay, but we want to create a new server for this demo purpose. So either you can select the existing server or you can create the new one. So to create the new one, click on this create new. Server name is like SKP server. Okay, and I'm keeping the location HUS only. I mean, you can select any of the location, but for this demo purpose, we are going to keep it only HUS. For authentication, I'm going to use SQL authentication. Okay, and server admin login. So we need to put the login name. So I'm keeping like SKP admin, and I'm going to put some password here. So whatever the server ID, I mean login ID and password you are keeping it here, keep it handy. We need to use this before using the SQL database, and click on this OK. Okay, so if you can see here, resource group is SKP Smart Learning and database name is SKP database. We have created SKP server recently. It's Elastic Pool. We are not going to use Elastic Pool, so we are going to select no. Elastic Pool is nothing. This is the shared resource among the different database. Okay, so currently if you want to know more about the Elastic Pool, you can refer my the different video. We have a separate video for Elastic Pool. In this, just we are going to select no. And for the compute resources, this is currently 10 DTU and 250 GB storage. So let's minimize it because this is too costly. So as you know that service tier is, there are two types of service tier, DTU and vCore. So vCore is highly costly, so we'll go with the DTU, and in DTU the cheapest one is the basic one. So we'll select this basic. So you can see, if I'm going to select basic one, my monthly cost would be like 384.63 paisa Indian rupees per month. Okay, so this is the minimum one I can choose. So for demo purpose, this is okay. So click on this apply. Okay, so now you can see this is 2 GB storage and 5 DTU. That is the basic one. Geo redundant backup, I'm not going to select. This is for the backup across the country, across the geographical location, and this is the zone redundant backup. But for this demo purpose, I'm okay to select this locally redundant. Okay, this is fine. For networking, click next. Okay, so for timing, I'm going to select this public endpoint. Rest all will be default as it is. Okay, next security. I'm going to change nothing here. Additional setting, again I will keep default. Tax, nothing. Create and review, this will just validate. and create. So you can see all the information you have entered: free trial, SKP smart learning, resource group, region is TUS, database name is like this, SKP server, authentication we had selected, admin login, SKP admin. This is the storage and capacity, compute 2 GB storage and 5D2. Locally redundant we have selected. So now all is done. So only we need to click on the create. So this is going to validate and create. So currently if you will see, this is the validating, and very soon it will start creating. So now this SQL database is starting going to create now. So this will create server as well as database both. So one by one you can see all the task which is going to be complete. This will come here. So this is still running, deployment is in progress. So let's wait for a couple of more minutes. So deployment is still going on. Server is now created. Now database will create. So now database is also accepted. We will start creating now. So you can see now database is being created, and now we can go directly to the SQL DB. So this is the main page, overview page, and you can see the SKP server name is like SKP server we had entered in the beginning of this video while creating the server name, but this prefix is going to add like here database.window.net. So anywhere we want to connect this server, we need to use complete this one, not only SKP server. Instead of SKP server, we need to use this complete SKP server.database.window.net. okay, and this is the resource group name, status online, and this all the detail you can double check. We had selected no elastic and pricing tier was basic. Okay, so this is now created. So to log into our DB, we need to click on this query editor here. So once you will click on the query editor, it will ask for the admin user ID and password. So do you remember, this is the admin ID we had entered, and I had remind you to keep it handy. So this is the SKP admin, and I need to enter just the password which I had entered that time. Okay, so click on the OK. So generally this is giving this error that we need to whitelist the IP. So either you can click on this allow this IP and you are good to log in, but there is another way to log in. So this is the first way, right? Just click on this hyperlink and you are good to go. Okay, click on this and then click on OK, and you would be able to log in. But I just want to give you the another way, so you will be familiar how to do it through this overview page. Okay, so go to overview. This will ask to refresh. Okay, so on the overview page where we had seen this all information, go to set server firewall, and if you will come down here, okay, and this will add your client IP, this. Just click on this add, and see this got added itself. Click on the save, and now go back to this overview. Database, and this the query editor page which we had login earlier. Again, I need to enter their password. So this time it should not ask any error. See, this is not showing any error. Now I am able to log in. So this is what my SQL DB is there. So in left panel we can see table. So if any table we are going to create it here, it will be visible under this. Again, if we create views will be visible here only. And if you create any stored procedure, that will come under this. Okay. So for example, I am going to create one small table here. So let's create table student. Okay, and I'm keeping a role integer. Okay, and I'm keeping first name like varchar and 50, and last name varchar 50. Okay, address varchar 200. Okay, and I'm going to close this. Okay, comma is missing here, so that's why error is coming. So this is the table which we are going to create it. Okay, and table name is like students. Currently, if you will see here, nothing is under student table. So I'm going to run it. Okay, if you want to select, you can select, but no other SQL syntax is there, so nothing, selection is not required. You can run directly here. But if you have other query along with this, then you can select it and then you can run it like here. Okay, and zero row affected and the table is being created. To see that, I will just go back to this table. Currently nothing is coming, right? So I will just click on this refresh, and then again I will click on this drop down, and you can see DBO student table is being created here. If you click again, all the details is being here. So if I will run like select start from a student. Okay, now I want to run only this, then I will select it, run it, and if you will see a result, role name, first name, last name, and address is completely blank because we have not entered the data. So let's insert some data. Insert into student values. Okay, and we are putting like 1 comma Saket, and this is the varchar, so we'll put it under the single quote. Okay, and comma single quote UMR single quote comma address like this. Cool. Let's keep it quota, and this all are 3 varchars, so I have put it under the single quote, and I want to enter one more value, so let's keep separate by comma, and just I will copy it and I will put like this. So 2, I will put like Sunil. Okay, Kumar, and this is for, let's suppose, Delhi, and I want to enter one more data here like 3, Kumari. Mumbai. Okay, and now I want to enter one more data here. 4 Rajesh Kant Patna. Five, like Gopal Delete Singh. Okay, so I have entered this 5 1 2 3 4 5. I'm going to run it. So let's see. Values with a, okay, spelling is mistake and written wrong. Values, okay, fine. Let's run it. 5 rows affected. Now if I will run this student star, select a star from the student, and I can see all this data here, right? So in this video you have learned how to create a SQL database in Azure, how to create a table, how to insert the data. Okay, so for the next topic I will cover in the next video. Till then,